We are hungry for a cause. We're hungry for purpose and meaning and identity. At a point in our national history when the things that used to fill that void, things like faith, patriotism, hard work, family, these things have disappeared. And that leaves a moral vacuum in its wake, a black hole in its wake. And when you have a black hole that runs that deep, that is when the poison fills the void. It almost doesn't matter what the poison is. Wokeism, transgenderism, climatism, COVIDism, globalism. These are symptoms of a deeper void of purpose. I spoke to actually the Faith and Freedom group a little while ago, coalition. I'll tell you the analogy I use with them is, we're like a bunch of blind bats, we millennials are. I think it's true of all of us, actually. We're flying around in some cave, trying to figure out where we really are. How does a bat figure it out? It doesn't have eyes, it sends out sonar signals. Bounces off the wall and comes back and says, this is where I am. Well, we human beings, we Americans, we do the same thing. We send out a signal, it bounces off of something that is true, something that is fixed. Say my family. The two parents, the mother and father who brought me into this world. The children who I brought into this world with my wife. That is real, that is true. That means something to me. That bounces back and says, this is where I am. Bounces off my faith in God. That is real, that is true. That bounces back and tells me, this is where I am. Bounces off my conviction in this nation, that I'm a citizen of the United States of America, not some global citizen somewhere. That means something to me. That bounces back. Tells me this is where I am. I work hard, I create something in the world. I'm proud of that. That is real. That is true. That bounces back. And it tells me this is where I am. But what happens when those things disappear? We send out these signals, and then nothing comes back. We're lost in that desert, and that's where our movement comes in. This is our moment as conservatives, as Americans, to rise to that occasion and say, we're done running from something. Now we got to start running to something. What does it actually mean to be